Is it your dream to become a professional wrestling superstar, manager, or referee? Well, you can make that dream a reality by training with Midwest All-Pro Wrestling. Learn from former WWE superstar and NXT coach Eugene Dinsmore. Classes are training right now, so go to MidwestAllPro.com and click on training to enroll today.
Hello, BTC. This is your boy, DJ Barbecue, here on BTC UnCut Live. We have a special show today. We have the owner, operator, CEO, the big boss, the big cheese, Eugene Dinsmore. Mr. Dinsmore, thank you for coming on the show. How are you doing today?
Good, DJ Barbecue. How are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing great. So I know that you're a busy man. I know you got a lot of events coming up. For the viewers and the listeners that don't know what you've been up to, why don't you give them a little information, if you don't mind?
My name is Eugene Dinsmore. You've seen me on Monday Night Raw. You've seen me on WrestleMania. I've been in the ring with The Rock, in the ring with Hulk Hogan. I've even pinned Vince McMahon. But now I live in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and I run Midwest All-Pro Wrestling. We run monthly live events around the Midwest area, and I also train professional wrestlers in the art of professional wrestling right here in the best little city in America, Sioux Falls.
How would they get a hold of you if they wanted to be an inspiring professional wrestler and go to your school?
I am active on social media at MidwestAllPro.com, but our website is MidwestAllPro.com.
Okay, so you got an event coming up on September 27th in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. It's held within the SuperCon, the Wrath of the Con this year. Why don't you tell the viewers and the listeners a little bit about Supermania 2?
We'll start with SuperCon. SuperCon's a great event. It's a comic / sci-fi / gaming event, that Sioux Falls has been building, and it's a really special particular event, and they've asked us to jump on board, and we're going to provide a wrestling event on the Friday night. SuperCon is going to have Supermania. Midwest All-Pro is going to have an exciting live pro wrestling event right there at the Convention Center in Sioux Falls, featuring WWE Hall of Famer and AEW head coach Billy Gunn.
Very cool, very cool. So do you have an opponent for Mr. Gunn?
Yeah, he's going to wrestle Rich Maxwell. Rich Maxwell is a student of Midwest All-Pro. He's also a student of Lance Storm. He's a very talented young man, but he's been a thorn in my side as the owner of the company. He's been disrespectful, and we've been trying to get his butt out of here. We're trying to fire him is what I'm trying to do. I don't like this kid. But he's got my heavyweight title, so I'm trying to find somebody that can take this heavyweight title off of him, and that man's going to be Billy Gunn.
We've all seen the trouble that he's caused, a lot of the pain that he's given you, literally. What are some of the other events that are going to happen here at Supermania? Other matches?
There's going to be the triple threat tag for the Harrisburgers tag team title. We're going to have the first one-on-one match between the African Prince Ali and Giggles the Clown. We're going to have a golden opportunity ladder match. Now, our ladder match is going to feature a handful of performers, and they're all going to try to get the golden opportunity, which is a title shot anytime they want it. And it's going to be an exciting event. The Empire Auto Sales Undisputed title will be on the line. Brandon Nitro is our champion. He's taking on all comers. And it's going to be an event to be had.
You did say something about the tag team champions, the Harrisburg tag team champions. They're a recently new up-and-coming tag team, top notch. Who are the other tag teams that are going to be involved in this triple threat match?
So, recently there was a battle royal, a tag team battle royal. And the winners got a title shot this past August at Icon. And we put two young men together, Rock and Roll Rob McFall and Dirty Jeff, and they happened to win the battle royal, the tag team battle royal, and they got a title shot. Lo and behold, when they got their title shot, they won the tag team titles. So at that same time, Rough Country, which is Lucky Lund and Big Bubba Lund, won a Four Corners tag match to get a title shot at Supermania at the Tag Champions. So they got the number one contendership. And then when Rockin' Rob and Dirty Jeff, known as Dirty Rock, went into Valley Springs on September 7th, in a controversial ending, they lost the titles to Top Notch Security. So I'm not really sure where we stand on that. And we'll figure all that out at Supermania.
Well, I know that Lucky Lund has a standing, and he's been pretty vocal and loud and clear about what his expectations are in this triple threat match. Let's go to the Empire Auto Sales Championship. Brandon Nitro seems to be one of your top students in your promotion. Can you tell the viewers and listeners that don't know anything or a little about Mr. Nitro what they do need to know?
Brandon Nitro has been wrestling here at Midwest All Pro with me for over 2 years now. He's come really far. He's one heck of a performer. He's a 2-time heavyweight champion, 1-time Empire Auto Sales champion, former tag champion. He's one of the fastest growing independent talents that are out there today, spreading his wings, making his mark. And if you haven't heard the name Brandon Nitro, you'll be hearing it soon.
Right, and I've seen him perform, and he does have a very entertaining quality about him, and he does have that it factor, if you don't mind me saying. Let's go to Prince Ali and Giggles. Now, they've had a back-and-forth friendship for quite some time. What is the expectation of this match? Because from the last time I remember, they weren't getting along too well.
Well, you never know what's going to happen with Giggles. He's kind of a wild card. He might come out there and change your everything you got planned. You might come out there and change it all, and you never know what's going to happen. But we're looking for a little bit of excitement. Giggles likes to have fun. Ali seems to be, his feathers are a little ruffled here recently, so we'll see where that goes at Supermania.
Yeah, it seems like he's been pretty frustrated within his matches, because I think he's been disqualified a couple times in some of his matches because he's been going against Giggles. Now, on the other spectrum with this ladder match, what are some of the rules that you're going to have with this ladder match?
Man, I was never a ladder match guy. I don't know. It's get up the ladder and get the golden opportunity clipboard off the top, and you got yourself a title shot. First man to get his hands on it wins.
Well, it's just that simple, and I like that. No rules, just bust your butt, get up there, and grab the prize. Now, a lot of the individuals haven't heard from you for a while, so what have you been up to other than just doing your own promotion in your school?
Man, Eugene still travels around the world on the independent circuit currently, performing as Eugene, giving seminars in professional wrestling. Started the company here in Sioux Falls, and we've been building the territory, on tour, making towns, making stars.
What gave you that bug for professional wrestling when you were younger?
I don't know. I watched Saturday Night's Main Event when I was a kid and saw Hulk Hogan and saw Roddy Piper and thought that's what I want to do.
Right. For your time with your school, where did you all start with that? Did you just go straight to OVW, or was there another training facility, another mentor that you went through?
No, I started with OVW in 1996. And then they partnered with WWE, I think 98. And then I got hired by WWE in 1999. Before that, I did some shows for USWA, the Memphis territory. Did some shows for WCW, just a little bit. And then landed 1999 is when I got hired with WWE.
When you were in OVW, what are some of the championships that you held?
We just had the OVW heavyweight title, which I'm multiple-time champion, and the tag team, Southern tag team titles, which again I'm a multiple-time champion.
Was there any difference between your stay at WCW to your stay at WWE?
A year, something like that. I don't know. No, not really.
Oh, I just thought maybe there was the way that things were handled, backstage, kind of. If you liked it more there or the other side. I know that you had a lot of success in WWE. You were a tag team champion with William Regal. What was that experience like?
That was really cool because I grew up watching Regal, and it was someone that I really admired work-wise, and then I got to work with him, travel with him, get to know him. It was a pretty cool experience. And on top of that, Eugene was taking off and blossoming and getting hot and getting the action figure and the teddy bear and all the merchandise and just the wild ride that it was.
Right. The one thing that I always talk about since I met you is the heart of gold that you have, you and your wife. You recently just did for your MAP Summer Sizzler series. You did a battle against Jonathan Coachman, and that was the second fight that you've had between Jonathan Coachman, and you were doing that for a special cause. Would you like to tell the viewers and the listeners about that cause?
Yeah, that was July 12th, big match against the coach. He came in, we sold out the Icon Lounge in Sioux Falls. We had him packed to the rafters, standing room only, line around the block, and it was all for to give awareness that people need to become organ donors, organ donor awareness. The coach's father recently got a brand new life-saving heart transplant, and coach was out to try to let people know that you need to be a donor and support that cause.
Right on. You also did a big benefit for the Vermilion Food Pantry, and you ended up getting a special award from the city of Vermilion. You want to tell the viewers about that?
Yeah, I was out of control, man. Slam Out Hunger was a hugely successful event in Vermilion. We packed out the building there. People were going nuts and crazy, and the city commemorated it all by giving us Slam Out Hunger Day, and it was celebrated all over the state. People are still talking about it.
Right. Well, then, with the promotion side of it, what's different about doing your teaching down in a bigger state compared to what it is about being in South Dakota?
Well, I mean, I think it's no secret that South Dakota doesn't have the greatest population in the world. Excuse me, the largest population in the world. It has the best little city in America. But it's less people here, but it's really no different. The dream of wanting to become a professional wrestler or a sporting star is something I think a lot of people share, no matter if they're here or in New York City or in Mumbai or wherever.
Where are some of the cities that you've actually held your promotion at within the South Dakota or the upper Midwest?
Oh man, we've been all over the state. We've been from Rapid City to Sioux Falls up to Sisseton. We've been over to Hardwick, Minnesota. We're touring the Midwest.
It's very cool. So what do they need to expect when they come to your training school? They obviously have to probably be able to be physically fit, but does that really matter? Can they just come and learn the process?
Yeah, you don't necessarily have to be in any kind of special shape. I mean, I suggest everyone keep themselves in a good physical condition just for well-being, but the class itself gets you into professional wrestling ring shape, as we call it. People can come checking out, and we'll go at your speed. I realize that the dream to become a professional wrestler, isn't something that I need to push on the students. Most of them want to come learning, and I want them to learn at their speed, and we will accentuate their strengths. We will work on the weaknesses, and we will get in better shape, accentuating our muscles, building muscles, getting our core strong, increasing our cardiovascular fitness level, and having a good time while we do it.
For some of the ones that don't know this, and I know this, but you've had some very popular, well-known superstars that came through your promotion in the last couple years. Do you want to, give some insight on who you've all had?
The Math Magician came.
Yes, the Math Magician. He's really good. He's a very smart individual.
I like the Math Magician. No, our first couple shows, I had Mike Hayes, who was on WWE, one of their tryout programs a couple years ago. Shayna Baszler from Sioux Falls has been on our events. Carlito's come in. Eric Bischoff's come in. We've had X-Pac. Boogeyman's been here. Tommy Dreamer's been in the house. So many. I can't remember. Tatanka's come in. So it's been a long list of guys that want to come in and check out the competition here in Sioux Falls.
Right. You've recently are having another event in Mitchell, South Dakota. I think that's the Big Dummies event, if I'm not mistaken. Tell us a little bit about that event, because that's a pretty unique, special relationship that you have over there.
Absolutely. Big Dummies is right down there on Main Street in Mitchell, right down from the Corn Palace, the world's only Corn Palace. And we have live pro wrestling there. We've had it nearly monthly for about a year and a half now. The people of Mitchell love us. And And Jason Bates, who owns Big Dummies, is actually also one of the wrestlers that wrestles for Midwest All Pro.
Yeah, Jason Bates is a really cool guy, and he does a really great job. Tell him, the viewers and listeners, a little bit of the backstory of how you met Mr. Bates.
Jason was trained by Ken Patera. He trained under Harley Race, and he had wrestled in the WWE developmental system when I met him. I'd seen him at Monday Night Raws and for tryouts and stuff like that, and he had a good career before moving back to Mitchell and started Big Dummies.
Right. Do you have any other events that are coming up after September 27th?
Sunday, October 13th, at Icon will be our next event.
Awesome. I'd like to thank you for being on the show. You do have the option of, if you want to, tell the viewers and the listeners a little bit more information and repeat like how they can get a hold of you and how they can get a hold of you to be an inspiring professional wrestler again before we end the show.
Now you can follow Eugene on Twitter at the letter Ugene, Dinsmore, Dinsmore. And you can follow Midwest All Pro on Twitter at Midwest All Pro. I also do the Midwest All Pro YouTube channel, which I really enjoy. So subscribe to our YouTube channel. MidwestAllPro.com is the website. If they want to come train here in Sioux Falls or if they want to check out a show, this is the place to be.
Right on. I do recommend anybody that's inspiring to be a professional wrestler, get a hold of him, go to his school, try it out. Don't be afraid to take that step. He does have a heart of gold, so if you want to have him in the city near you, get a hold of him too, because he's one hell of a guy. So is his wife. She's just a.
He's one hell of a guy?
No. I see what she's trying to do there. I don't want to get the boss lady mad at me. No, she's one hell of a lady, and she has a heart of gold as well. I wish you nothing but a great success. I hope that you have nothing but great success on your event, September 27th in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. I think at the Sioux Falls Convention Center, correct?
Yep, it'll be Friday, September 27th, Sioux Falls Convention Center, featuring WWE Hall of Famer Billy Gunn.
Awesome. Well, once again, Mr. Dinsmore, thank you for being on the show. Thank you to all the viewers and listeners. Once again, my name is DJ Barbecue, and this is Eugene, Nick Dinsmore, and we're out. Peace.
I said I'm moving too far. Get to glass.